What's going on, you guys? I want to show you real quick how you can pull a heavy dinghy up all the way up on the beach by yourself. Now, we have a Highfield CL 360 with a 20 horsepower Suzuki engine. It weighs something like 300 pounds in total, and for me to drag it up the beach by myself is really difficult. I can do it and just like inch it along by the front bridle, and just kind of barely do it. Most of the time I have Sierra with me, and even with the both of us, it takes a good amount of effort to be able to drag our dinghy up the beach. But there's a lot of times where you might be alone or where I'm alone, and I really want to get the dinghy all the way up on the beach away from the water line so it's nice and secure. I remember just recently we were in Union Island and I pulled the dinghy up so I could go kiteboard, but I wanted to get it all the way up to the palm trees so I could lock it to the palm trees and it wouldn't float away or get stolen on me. I'm going to show you how I came up with a way for me to pull it easily all the way up the beach without breaking my back. So there's going to be a ton of different ways you could set a system like this up, and I just used some blocks that I had laying around on the boat that were significant enough to do this, and they're just two double blocks and a big long line. So I'm going to attach one double block to the dinghy and the other double block, I don't see, usually there's some sort of palm tree way up on shore or something. So normally I have a soft shackle attached to this, and I'll just attach the soft shackle to the little tab, the towing tab on the dinghy. I forgot my soft shackle, so I just got a line I'm going to attach to the block instead. Usually there's a palm tree like right at the top of the beach, but today we have to climb up the freaking mountain. So we have our two double blocks. One double block is just hooked up to our dinghy bridle, and the other double block is hooked up to not the most ideal tree, but a little tree up there. I just had to use some lines just to extend them. Now these blocks, the blocks laying around on my sailboat don't have a becket on them, so I just tied the standing end of the tackle system to the same point that the block is on. Anyway, we're just gonna haul on this and we're gonna see if we get our dinghy up the beach. So I'm putting a good amount of effort into it, but not nearly as much effort as it would take for me to just haul it up. So once you get it up the berm there, it becomes a lot easier once it gets into flat sand. Obviously there are a million ways you could do it, all different tackle systems. There's names for different tackle systems. There's like Handy Billy and I don't know, depending on what kind of box you use and how much purchase you have, there's different names for the setup. But yeah, this is a 4-to-1 purchase, I believe. You could go a bigger mechanical advantage, like a 5-to-1 or 6-to-1. It'll make it a lot easier to pull the dinghy up on the beach, but you got to remember that it will require a lot more line to go back and forth through that purchase system. I hope that gives you guys a good idea of how you might be able to pull a really heavy dinghy all the way up on the beach by yourself. Is it practical? I don't know. If you're in isolated spots with beaches that you want to get the dinghy up to, like we kind of are. I've used this a handful of times when I want to go kiteboarding or surfing or something and Sierra's not with me. But most cruisers are going to dinghy docks or just they have a light dinghy. Our dinghy's pretty heavy for a cruising dinghy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below what you think about it, and if you've used a system like this before, make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more technical boating and sailing stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time.